Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Mysteriousness. And shut him the fuck up. What? Investigation is more than one? Dude, what? First run, okay. Oh my god. Story. Balanced. Yeah. Is that... Can you just... Paris, France. A country that used to exist. But then the commies came along and fucked it up. Back in the day, we had croissants and baguettes and all kinds of different flavors of escargot. More flavors than you could even imagine. Now it's a shithole. Because of these fucking commies. Nobody even speaks French anymore. It's just a bunch of grunting. Fucking caveman noises. Doctor. Oh. It is the doctor. Here. Sir, can you hear me? Do I need to speak up? Yes, speak up. Is this okay with you? Is my voice loud enough? Yeah, it's fine. She takes a deep breath. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word bounces around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma. You mean like a soft drink, beverage? The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you were the victim of an assault. Oh my god. The word resonates in your head. Victim? You are aware serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. Oh, lady, I'm gonna puke. The judge, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances it would have been fatal, but we chose to put you in an induced coma. Her voice fades. It's bye. Bye-bye. You taste bile at the back of your mouth. Oh, yeah, I'm about to throw up. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath the bandages, you can feel hard skin. It's incredibly painful. I'm sorry? Did they catch the judge? No. You stupid? What about the cops? The doctor is silent for a second, a very awkward second. She hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who survived the judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head, but you can't. You need to rest. I'm a doctor. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care. He's the only witness. Another female joins in a strong, authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make up what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. Drugs. It's not pain, it's not fatigue, it's some odd combination of the two. But before being in this hospital room, you'd never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. What? Anger. A feeling you know all too well, because you're a dick. ... Days go by, and a month later, holy shit. Night 1. Fuck. Look, I got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since that thing that happened, since the attack. Listen, you listening? Hey! You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah. He stares at you for a second or two without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what goes on inside your head. You always seem so far away. I was assaulted. I'm shot or something. Stabbed or shot. I don't even know. Was I shot? I think I was shot. Yeah, I'm listening. Okay. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your fucking head. You know I'm worried about you, don't you? I don't care. Fuck you. I know. You're like a son to me, you know. Really? Oh, okay. That's weird. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet again. When my father died, left me the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to that crazy country. Let him go on, just go. But I decided to start a cab fleet, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Something about the neighborhood or something. Now I'm in charge of 45 guys? Holy shit, that's too much. His hands flutter in the air. Though none of them are any match for you, he smiles and his voice suddenly takes on a serious note. But listen, you want me to go over everything again? He points to the equipment on the dashboard, the meter, the GPS. You haven't been in the taxi for weeks, maybe you do need a little refresher. Yeah, go ahead. Alright, first is the map. Spot a potential customer, guess where they're gonna be going, then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi, there's no one else around, you gotta pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes, it's business. No problem. The other fares, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive. And drive and drive and drive. He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it well. When he talks about work, he talks about work, and that's all. When your shift is over, you do the numbers and take a shit. His voice trails off as if you're searching for the right words. And that's all. Blah, blah, blah. There's no reason why you can't do it. Shut up. Alright, no overtime. Shut up. This is France. France is shit. Dog shit. Big fat piece of dog shit. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. Fuck yourself. How about that? Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Hey, anyway, you know the ropes. You got it. You know what to do. I gotta get the hell out of here and take a shit. What's the matter? Your boss keeps quiet for a minute. He's hesitant to speak, and then, listen, I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. Listen, get the fuck out of here. The murder's still out there, you know. He's gonna come back and he's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill your whole family. And me too. He doesn't know who I am. He could have seen your face. The police are positive he didn't. He attacked from behind. I fell to the ground, and then he took off, motherfucker. Silence. Your eyes lock. He holds your gaze. He wants to believe you. To be on your side. He looks away. Oh my god. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost, so shut the fuck up. He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious, and half douchebag. Have a good evening. You can count on me. He scratches at an invisible stain on the armrest. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. I don't fucking understand. He smiles. Your boss opens the door and gets the hell out. You watch him cross the street and he gets hit by a big-ass truck. Fuck him. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. Nobody cares. They see the dead body and they just walk away because nobody gives a shit. You are branded. You sit there a moment, then you turn the key in the ignition and the engine turns on and it sends a signal up your spine that tells your brain to shut the fuck up. It's impossible to describe how you miss that feeling. It's back on the night shift. Back to life. Despite the attack that happened that one time. The other day or a month ago or something. What was it, a month ago? Oh, what the fuck? What do you want? Berenice Fabrici. Yeah, whatever. The woman getting in her taxi doesn't look like she's at her best. I don't care. Mouth lolling open, eyes unfocused, out of breath. She looks like she's on drugs. Or she's on crack. She struggles to take her backpack off and makes several attempts. The strap gets caught in the buckle of her overall. She sighs and gets annoyed. During this whole process, she doesn't look up at you even once. Takes a deep breath. Play de flare. I don't speak French. Her voice is emotionless, more of a trickle than a voice coming out of a child's body. It sounds like it took every bit of energy she had to say 3 fucking words. She takes her phone out of the bag and hesitates and starts swiping left to right and left to right and right to left. She's completely absorbed. You think she can make out the reflection of a colorful metal game in her glasses. Sound settles heavily into the cab. She's playing a fucking game. It's broken occasionally by something that sounds like a hiccup or a repressed sob. At a red light, she raises her head and lowers it a second. The gaze crosses yours in the rearview mirror. She's freaking out. Something about her makes you feel like you got something caught in your throat. You don't look so great. Wow, why does it have a happy face next to it? Do it. She looks up at you slowly, her gaze is even darker. She looks right at you for a second, it chills you to the bone. Yeah, you might say so. She's not crying, not shaking, just the occasional spasm. A few seconds go by. You attempt to focus on the road, but despite both of your efforts to pretend nothing is wrong, her emotions invade the cab. She finally takes the plunge. She's jumping off the fucking cliff. Get your goddamn emotions out of my cab, bitch. Can I talk to you? Oh my god. Fucking what? The same trickle of a voice and great lack to control it. I'm sorry, it's stupid, but I need somebody to talk to. Oh, shit! I'm listening. She takes a deep breath. I need to say it out loud. You stay silent. You sense she needs you to be silent. You shut up. A guy touched me in that bar. Call the cops. Her voice is twisted like a nearly empty. Tears clear her body. You feel really heavy. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Remain silent. She starts talking again. Her tone is slightly different. She sounds more confident. Like saying those words out loud made her feel a bit more alive again. or like she wanted to be stronger. He came up right behind me and touched me, way too much. Call the cops. Her voice breaks over the last few syllables. The silence in the cab absorbs everything, even the noise of the traffic. Oh my god, the traffic is so loud, you don't even hear the ambulance go by. Holy shit, is that an ambulance? Oh, fuck. I want to talk about it, but I also don't really know what to say. Do you want to file a report? Pfft. I don't think so. I don't have much of anything concrete to report. Well, damn. I don't really feel like going to the police station. I don't want to sit under flashing lights and answer questions. I just want a warm blanket, a cup of hot chocolate. Yeah, I get it. And my mom. She tries to smile, but gets choked up and lets out a painful sob. Oh, she's crying. Took me way too long to understand what was happening. Yeah, that's fucked up. Way too long. I didn't get it. I was petrified. That's fucked up. She looks about 30 years old, maybe. Not far from 30, but you get the impression of driving a little girl who just had her innocence stolen. Oh my god. One minute I was standing there in the crowd. The next minute, the Furiosa is like my second home. What's that? I always go there to hang out with my friends because they all live in the neighborhood and our place is too small. What is it? A club? She takes a deep... Oh, a bar, right? She said a bar. Everything was fine. There was a concert. I was happy. I had a bit to drink, but not too much. It was packed, but the music was sweet. It was a good night. I was having a good night. Another breath. You know what? It's like when you're packed into a crowd like sardines. You don't really know who's touching you, but that's the way crowds are. She lays her telephone on the seat, leans forward, elbows on her knees, and head in her hands. Her backpack falls on the floor. She doesn't make the slightest move to pick it up. She doesn't give a fuck about the backpack. I didn't get it. Fuck. Why didn't I get it? Get what? I didn't even react. She stares at you. Yeah, it's fucked up. Why didn't I react? Because you didn't know. You didn't understand. You were fucking confused. Maybe it wasn't that big a deal. No. I don't know. Why didn't I react? Talk to the police? But she doesn't have anything concrete. So, like, what are they going to even do? Plus, the cops they don't give a shit about that shit. So, why didn't I react? Just talk to the police. I mean, what are they going to do? Should I say that? Just talk to the police. She's not going to talk to the police. What are they gonna do? I got mugged. I didn't go to the police because I knew that they weren't even gonna fucking do anything, and they didn't. After I did eventually go, so it didn't even matter. Like, I shouldn't even have bothered. It was a waste of time, and I was embarrassed. Nothing. And so she starts to cry. She's crying. She says nothing. Your sense is better to just let her be. The road goes by. Tears stream down. Something terrible is happening in the back. We don't know what to do. I really don't. Taxi pulls up to this place. She pays you, but continues to spasm. When she gets out of the cab, her backpack and overalls, you get the impression the little girl's walking away. You sit alone with a strange and unpleasant sensation. That was totally fucked up. Something pulls from somewhere deep in your gut all the way to the base of your neck. Oh my god, I feel totally fucked up. You feel like you were useless. And now we're gonna go back to the bar and find the guy and beat the shit out of him. Right? You feel somehow responsible in spite of yourself. You sigh and drive off. Well, that was fucking depressing. Now I'm gonna go shoot myself. Thanks a lot, video game. I just took a shit. Alright, take the money. Take that money, put it in your pocket. Let's go pick up this guy. Huh? Turnies? Whatever. Do I give a shit? You immediately recognize the next passenger. I do? You never watch television. I don't? No, damn it, that's too much. blah blah blah. And yet, you know Francois Delaney's face. Polemicist, novelist, columnist, politician, too, you think. Your passenger distractedly gives you his address. You start driving. Excuse me. Are you bothered by all of these protest marches? They're fucking pointless. His question washes over you. You forget that during the day people were holding protests. Oh. I work nights. Ah. He doesn't know how to follow up. A moment goes by before he yelps. Ah, see? There's not much chance they'd come to protest at 3 a.m., huh? It's not really surprising, actually. They want to make change, but only when it's convenient. Yeah, because they're stupid, unemployed children. Not during vacations, not on weekends, not at night. No, they make fun of us in other countries. France, the land of strikes, the land of protest marches. Yeah, it's pointless. The country's filled with jackasses, slackers, and simpletons. Yeah, it's the same here in America. I know what you mean. A smile lights up your passenger's face. You can see just how blue his eyes are. Indeed, indeed. Take the United States. They have no right to strike. It's do or die. What? Yeah, people go on strike here all the time. What are you talking about? Spit flies from his mouth. Okay, that's gross. And they didn't become the most powerful country in the world by going on strike all the time. Not all the time, but we still go on strike here. What the fuck is he talking about? The employees at my company went on strike the year before I got employed. They talk about it all the time. What the fuck? Strike, protests, unrest, while businessmen and manufacturers are working around the clock. French people should be ashamed. Yeah, but not for that. Just because they're stupid and they're and they smell bad. That's why. Take a look in the mirror and decide to change, to do something. They expect too much from life. They want to have their cake and eat it too, and bite off more than they can chew, and da-da-da-da-da. He catches his breath. Froth begins to form at the corners of his mouth. Good God, man. And meanwhile, the world keeps turning, and I'm frothing at the mouth while the strikers twiddle their thumbs. Da-da-da-da. No, struggling to get the job done. That's better. Idiotic protest marcher. The Frenchest thing and the stupidest. We have to look the masses in the eye and say, shut the fuck up. You shall not wield them like weapons. He suddenly raises his eyes and looks at you. They're unfocused. Say nothing. I once marched. It just came back to me like an old childhood memory. I can see. Wait, you marched, but you're against it? What are you, fucking stupid? I can picture the banners and the people's faces. Let me guess. Well, when you marched, it was totally worth it, right? We got up at dawn, and we marched toward the capital. Our pure and wholesome voices rose up. His voice shakes a bit. So protesting is okay then? His forehead pitches forward as if his head were too heavy. We weren't being heard. We weren't being respected. Perhaps you're right. Oh, shit. A single finger interrupts the conversation. But we didn't go on strike. We didn't bother anyone with our banners or our gatherings. And yet we still won. He sighs contentedly as you pull the taxi up along the sidewalk. Those are the days. It was a great time. The left was running the country. He leans in towards you like he's about to tell you a secret with a smirk on his face. And I mean the real left, eh? He pays and gets out of the car. You can hear him talking to himself as he walks toward the front door of his building. What a lovely night. Oh my god. Good luck to you tomorrow with all this protests and shit. It's gonna be a messy one. He's gone before you have the time to remind him you only work nights, and he's a fucking idiot. You notice a newspaper on the back seat. Your last passenger must have left it behind, or the one before. You grab it and put it away. Could come in handy. Yeah, a newspaper. You start driving. Give me the money. Good God, man. The door opens and a woman gets in the back seat. Having a good night? For a second you freeze. It's a cop, working on a judge case. She grins at you, her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. Hey, you know, it's pretty crazy. For weeks I've been saying to myself there's nothing off about you, something not so nice. I dug around, molded over, bugged all my fellow cops, and they told me to shut the fuck up, because I was sure you lied to us. I didn't lie. Let her keep going. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm gonna be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from far away and shit, like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you, but not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I'd think he has a crush on you and he's gay and shit. She smirks. No, I think he's more interested in your profile in prison at 17. An icy chill fills your gut. Oh no. And for murder too. What? I was in jail for murder? Fuck. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out, because I don't know what to say. Since you got out, you kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say. If they get word of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car, meaning no second chance at life. Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. The fuck? She leans forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and last name with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot on evidence. So I'll give you info. Victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos that are a bit disgusting. She makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me and nobody else, you motherfucker. Interrogate. Ask questions. Dig around. Who am I interrogating? I'm not a cop. She shrugs. Don't worry. You're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and deliver the killer wrapped up with the bow in front of the station, okay, you stupid asshole? You know, you're not Batman. You're just here to get me some information, bitch. She rummages around the pockets. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3 or 4 days, or 5 days maybe, just to check in. We'll chat and shit, let me know if I have any new information. She takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone, like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught. Don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, you motherfucker, and I know who your friends are. Nobody. You don't have any friends. You can either be the solution to the problem, my friend, and if you're the problem, I'll shoot you in the face. She takes a minute to scan your face and your emotions and shit. If I have to, I'll go check in on you-know-who, your fat mom. Her smile is biting. That reminds me, she know you done time? She shake your head and she snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. I did what I could, say nothing. She acknowledges her silence with a nod. Okay, I think you got a handle on our little deal. Any problems? I turn you in, butthole. I'll send your picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it, your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched. They'll be put under house arrest, spend nights in jail. They'll get a fucking dildo up the ass. You have any idea how tense things are with that fucker's trial underway? Who? You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. What? I don't understand what the fuck she's talking about. I really like that son of a bitch. She smiles. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. Say nothing. She takes on a serious tone, business-like. I thought she was already being serious. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case, you got me, and neither can you, right? Obviously. Great then, we see eye to eye. So you could just say you're my informant, my CI. He ripped open your gut. You saw your own insides. You were in a coma. You have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. I think you're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right, and don't get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me, you piece of shit. You glare at her. Fucking bitch. Yeah, whatever, if that makes you feel better. She puts her hand up and can hear the words. You can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then... Not a word to anyone, obviously. Not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. She trips on the way out, and I laugh because she's a fucking bitch. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry-eyed, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, the cop left a pile of papers. Dog shit. Key in the ignition, motor running, radio on, crackers. You turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for your investigation. You will find them back at your studio after your shift. Holy shit. 6 clues. 6 clues in your butthole. You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. It's a piece of shit. Outside the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You know the files Buster gave you on the table. You throw them, on the wall you hung up some big corkboard where you can use to pin up some bullshit. They've been gone since you got out of prison. Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence, but the one with the most compelling evidence. It's like you're building a story about the suspect. Try to get to understand the motive and shit. Understand how he or she or they or some other pronoun got into this situation. ... Steps in the hallway. They stop in front of the door, then move away, and then a handgun and an explosion. You crack your knuckles and get to work. What the fuck is this? Go that way. Who are these people? Are these the victims? Or are these suspects? I'm so confused. Alright, well, anyway, this game is so much fun. I'll come back to it another time. Yay!